We have Apple, as you know, it's coming in. And I had a little problem with Tim Cook yesterday. I said to him, Tim, you're my friend. I treated you very good. You're coming in with $500 billion, but now I hear you're building all over India. I don't want you building in India. You can build in India. So we go from the highest tariff. You couldn't do business in India.
Tim, we're not interested in you building in India. That one sentence from Donald Trump sent shockwaves through the global tech industry. Not a whisper, not a leak, a direct confrontation. And it didn't come from a diplomat or a trade negotiator. It came straight from the man who once ruled the White House. In that moment, the world's most valuable tech company found itself at the center of a storm it never signed up for. A war between economic nationalism and global expansion. And the battleground? India. Apple has long been a symbol of innovation, sleek design, and global influence. But now, it's become a pawn in a geopolitical chess game, with Donald Trump drawing the lines. From closed-door meetings to billion-dollar threats, the battle over where your iPhone gets made could change the global economy forever. So before we unpack this explosive story, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on stories that big media won't dare to cover. Let's dive in. It started with what seemed like a friendly meeting. Tim Cook and Donald Trump, both powerful figures in their own worlds, sat across each other. But the mood shifted fast. Trump didn't mince words. You're coming here with $500 billion, but now I hear you're building all over India. I don't want you building in India. It wasn't a suggestion, it was a red line. Behind the scenes, this wasn't just about Apple. This was about Trump reasserting the ideology that defined his presidency: America first. For him, Apple's expanding operations in India were not just business decisions. They were betrayals. And for the first time, Tim Cook, once seen as Trump's tech whisperer, was caught in the crosshairs. Apple's pivot to India didn't happen overnight. For years, Apple had been working to diversify its supply chain. The goal? Reduce dependence on China. With its rising labor costs and volatile US-China relations, China was becoming risky. India offered a perfect alternative: cheap labor, generous tax breaks, and a government eager to become the next manufacturing hub. In just 1 year, Apple produced over $20 billion worth of devices in India, with more than 3 million iPhones shipped straight to US customers in a single month. For Apple, it wasn't just smart, it was essential. But for Trump, it was an act of economic treason. Let's be real. Building iPhones entirely in America? That would cost upwards of $3,500 per unit. That's 3 times the current retail price. No one's buying a $4,000 phone. So when Trump demanded that Apple move all production to the US, he wasn't just making an ask, he was throwing a grenade at their entire business model. Cook had spent years walking a tightrope, flattering Trump, lobbying behind closed doors, even earning the odd nickname Tim Apple. But now, no amount of charm could shield him. Apple was cornered, defy Trump and face crushing tariffs. Obey him and lose billions. Trump's remarks didn't just echo in Silicon Valley, they rang loudly in New Delhi. Indian officials were stunned, not scared, not angry, just stunned. A senior advisor said, Apple is making its decisions based on global competitiveness, not political outbursts. Behind the scenes, Apple reassured Indian ministers, India remains critical to our global strategy. We are not backing down. That quiet resistance sent a strong signal. For the first time, India was not just a manufacturing base. It was a political statement. Apple choosing India over appeasing the Oval Office was a pivot in global power. While everyone focused on Apple, another storm was brewing closer to home. Trump turned his attention to Walmart, the king of American retail. His message, "Don't you dare raise prices. eat the tariffs. But that was impossible. Walmart executives had already started warning, price hikes are coming. Tariffs were no longer a theoretical tool. They were taxes on working-class Americans. Everyday products were getting more expensive, and Trump knew it. From Walmart aisles to tech showrooms in Taiwan, the global economy was tilting. CEOs whispered about risk, not growth. Even NVIDIA pledged to bring $500 billion worth of production to the U.S. under pressure. This wasn't capitalism, it was economic survival. In the end, Trump's war isn't just with Apple. It's with an entire global system built on efficiency and profit. His message is simple: build in America or prepare for war. But what happens when the math doesn't work? What happens when nationalism makes affordability vanish? And most importantly, what happens when India, the next big superpower, is forced to choose between global business and political threats? This isn't just about iPhones, it's about the future of global trade, and we're only at the beginning. So stay tuned, because what comes next could rewrite the rules of capitalism forever. Subscribe to the channel for more deep dives like this. Like the video if you believe the public deserves to know what's really happening behind closed doors. And drop your thoughts in the comments. Should companies like Apple listen to political threats or do what's best for their business? Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.